So, I hear you played this climate change board game, Daybreak, at the COP29 Summit in Baku. Tell me about it.
Yes, it was fascinating. It's a game where you work together to try and curb climate change, but it's not easy. It really drives home the challenges we face in the real world.
I can see how the game could be both discouraging and motivating. What did you learn from playing Daybreak?
I learned that we need to act quickly and decisively. We can't afford to wait for perfect solutions or for everyone to agree. We need to start making changes now, even if they're imperfect, and keep working towards a better future.
That's a powerful message. Do you think games like Daybreak can be effective tools for raising awareness about climate change and encouraging action?
Absolutely. Games like Daybreak can be a powerful way to engage people in a fun and interactive way. They can help people understand the complexities of climate change and the importance of taking action.
I agree. It's important to find ways to make climate change more relatable and accessible to people. Do you think games like Daybreak could be used in schools or community centers to educate people about climate change?
I think they could be incredibly valuable. They could help people of all ages understand the science behind climate change and the impact it's having on our planet. They could also inspire people to get involved in finding solutions.
That's a great idea. It's important to start educating people about climate change at a young age. Do you think games like Daybreak could help to foster a sense of global responsibility and cooperation?
I believe they can. By playing a game where you have to work together to solve a global problem, people can develop a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of our world and the importance of working together to address shared challenges.
That's a very hopeful thought. It's encouraging to know that there are tools like Daybreak that can help us to learn, connect, and work together to address the climate crisis. Thank you for sharing your experience with me.
You're welcome. I'm glad we could have this conversation. It's important to keep talking about climate change and finding ways to engage people in the conversation. We all have a role to play in creating a sustainable future.
What were the main challenges you encountered in the game?
Well, the biggest challenge was coordinating with other players. We were representing different countries, and each country had its own priorities and interests. It was hard to get everyone on the same page and agree on a strategy.
That sounds like a pretty accurate reflection of real-world climate negotiations, doesn't it?
Absolutely, it's a constant struggle to balance national interests with the need for global action. The game really highlighted how difficult it is to achieve meaningful progress when everyone is pulling in different directions.
Did you manage to win the game, or did the world succumb to the effects of climate change?
Unfortunately, we didn't win. The temperature rose beyond the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold set in the Paris Agreement. It was disheartening to see how quickly the world spiraled out of control in the game.
That's a sobering reminder of the urgency of the climate crisis. Did the game make you more pessimistic about our ability to address climate change?
It definitely made me more aware of the scale of the challenge, but it also gave me a renewed sense of purpose. Seeing how difficult it was to win the game made me realize how important it is to keep pushing for change in the real world.